Good afternoon, everyone. So today we are studying the spondyloarthropathies. So before studying the detail about the spondyloarthropathies, we need to know about the spinal examination. So in doing the spinal examination, first we have to look of the patient, look of the spine, and look of the shoulder. So first of all, if you will see this patient, and you will see the one shoulder is drooping from this one, the right shoulder is drooping. So this patient is slightly scoliotic on the right side. So it should not be there. It should be normally in the normal individual. It should be equal. So first of all, you have to see the patient. Is there any deformity on the spine? Maybe with kyphotic, forward bending. Kyphotic will be like this. The bend again. Kyphotic, and if this is the slightly scoliotic, right? And lordotic will be, if this will be the back side, this will be the lordotic spine. So this is not there. So first we have to take a look. Then after you have to see the skin over this spinal area, this over vertebral column. You have to see the paraspinal muscles also. So if there are any prominency or any swelling or any tenderness, you have to look, feel that. So first of all, we have to look at the skin. There is no scar or sinus present over the skin of vertebral column. So if it is not there, then you will feel the vertebra. You can feel the intervertebral space, so that you can feel in the standing position and the lying position. So better we will do this in the lying position. So but before that, we will do the spinal examination, which are able on the standing. So if we talk about the spondyloarthropathies, the main disease is ankylosing spondylitis. So ankylosing spondylitis means the first test we have to see the, as we know, the babospine occur, straightening of the spine occur. So we have to see the flexibility of spine. So flexibility of spine को देखने के लिए we will do number one test, that is a Schober's test. Yeah, we can tell it a modified Schober's test. So for that we will take a pen, and these are the dimples of Venus, जिसको हम बोलते हैं. We have to mark over here and the mark over here on the another dimple. Then after we mark over the center line in both. Then just mark 5 centimeter below this and 10 centimeter above this in the center line. Right? Now you have to ask patient to touch his feet. pelvis जो pelvis होगा patient का, उसके accordingly legs जो है वो रहेंगी खुली. थोड़ा खोल दो इसको. अब आगे की तरफ बैंड करना है. थोड़ा नीचे जाओ patient. हाँ. अब आगे की तरफ पैर की तरफ. अभी 1 मिनट. We have to. This is the distance total 15 centimeter. Now we will ask the patient to stretch the lumbar area. For that we have to ask patient to bend and to touch his feet. Work करो कितना होता है. Now we will measure this area. This is around 21 centimeter. ठीक है, वापस आ जाओ. This is 21 centimeter. So before it was 15 centimeter and now it is 21 centimeter. It means the 6 centimeter have been extended. So it is normal. Less than 5 centimeter is pathological, and more than 5 centimeter is normal. So this is the Schober test is negative, so normal. Now you have to ask patient for this lateral flexion. अभी खड़े होकर ऐसे फीट टच करना है, ऐसे बिल्कुल टांगे खोल लो और ऐसे टच करना है नीचे की तरफ. नहीं, बैक स्ट्रेट है ना, ऐसे. Right. Yes. So we have to measure the maximum from the tip of the finger to the surface. This is 52 centimeter. Now from another side, this तरफ कैसे करना है? Now we have to compare both the sides. If there is more or less. So this is almost 50 centimeter. So this is almost equal. So lateral flexion is normal, and the Schober test is also negative. See this position of the patient. So this is a scar mark of some surgery over here. But we are doing the lumbar examination. So for that, if you will see the limbs. So for limbs, I want to tell you about the dermatosomes. So this is the area of L1 in the pocket area where we put your hands. This is the L1 area. This is the L2, and the knee. This is the L3 area. And this is the medial aspect of the leg. This is the L4, and the outer aspect is the L5. And the major of the foot, dorsum is covered by S1, and this great toe and the lower area is by the S2. So this is the L1, L2, knee area L3. This is the L4, internal medial, and L5 outer. This is S1 and S2. If any other pathology occurs in the nerve group of L2, L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, S1, S2, so you will look the symptom over these dermatosomes. So here we have to identify the area. So first of all we will do straight leg raging test. तो इसमें क्या करते हैं, पेशेंट का स्ट्रेट लेग रेजिंग टेस्ट करवाते हैं किसी भी तरह के डिस्क प्रोलैप्स को देखने के लिए. सो पेशेंट की पीछे से भी हम थोड़ा पिलो निकाल देंगे. बिल्कुल स्ट्रेट, तो स्पाइन शुड बी स्ट्रेट. सो एक्टिवली नहीं करना है, हमने पैसिवली करना है. तो पैसिव हम पेशेंट को सपोर्ट देंगे, वन हैंड ओवर द नी एंड पेशेंट की नी एक्सटेंडेड रहेगी एंड यू विल लिफ्ट द लेग अप टू द एंगल ऑफ 30 to 60 degree, not more than that. So this 30 to 60 degree is indicative of, if the pain occurs to the patient, this is indicative of disc prolapse. So इस कोई दर्द तो नहीं है ना आपको? If there is no pain, then this is normal. We will do it on the both sides slowly and then back. And if the pain occurs to the patient in the lower side, this is the indicative of major disc prolapse. And as there is no pain, so this is 60 degree. And sometimes pain occur on the right side or another side also. When we lift another leg, this is indicative of the severe disc prolapse. So if we will lift one leg and the pain occur on the another side, this is the indicative of major disc prolapse. So this is the straight leg raging test. Now another test which we will do is very indicative of inflammation of sacroiliac joint, that is Gant slam test. तो इसलिए पेशेंट को एक एज पे बोलेंगे आने के लिए बैठ के, इधर तो थोड़ा आ जाओ, बिल्कुल एज पे आ जाओ, सीधा लेट से लेटे, हाँ और आ जाओ इधर को, बिल्कुल एज पे आ जाएगा पेशेंट. और देन यू हैव टू एक्सटर्नली रोटेट द abduct the leg of the patient on the affected side, जहां पर आपने जिसको पेशेंट का डायग्नोस करना है कि लेफ्ट और राइट. यदि राइट पे होगा तो इस तरह से रहेगा पेशेंट, और लेफ्ट में होगा तो पेशेंट को आपको रोटेट करना पड़ेगा. तो इसके लिए पेशेंट की लेग को आपने बेड के नीचे कर दो, बिल्कुल राइट. दिस इज द Gant slam test and you have to flex the knee of the patient, right? So flex. Okay, कोई बात नहीं, नीचे करो. अपनी जीन्स थोड़ी डालो को करो, शायद इस वजह से नहीं होती. नहीं सर, एक्चुअली नी सर्जरी हुई है इसलिए. नी सर्जरी हुई है. Okay. So in this patient, so you have to put this leg down below the edge of the bed, and another leg you have to flex. But in this patient, due to some cause, because there is surgery of the leg, so ये fold नहीं हो पा रही है. So that's why, if you will lift the patient's leg up to the bed, and if the patient feel pain in any of this whole process, then this is an indicative of inflammation of sacroiliac joint. So this is a Gant slam test. The test, center Muller. Now another test for this spinal abnormality or lumbar disc prolapse, to know about this sacroiliac joint inflammation, that is a Faber's test. Okay. Flexion, abduction, external rotation test, or we can ask name it like a figure of 4 test. Figure of 4. So if we do compress this knee and this another side iliac spine, if the patient feel pain on stretching, that is indicative of inflammation of sacroiliac joint. So the both side we will do, right and left. Okay, it's important नहीं होगी. So sacroiliac joint के लिए this is the figure of 4 or Faber's test. Another test that we will do is a pump handle test. Pump handle test के लिए एक लेग को फ्लेक्स करेंगे और इस लेग को फ्लेक्स करते हुए हम अपोजिट शोल्डर की तरफ लेकर जाएंगे to do the stretching of sacroiliac joint. If the patient feel pain on the back, this is indicative of inflammation of sacroiliac joint. Right? अब थोड़ा घूम जाओ. बिल्कुल उल्टा हो जाए. This is the prone position. So in prone position, as I have told you, we have to examine the spine. There is some kyphotic loop of the patient on the thoracic region. But now you have to feel the intervertebral space and disc. If there any tenderness, ask the patient. यदि आपको दर्द होगी तो बताना कहीं पर, है ना. You will have to ask the patient if there any tenderness on intervertebral space. I can feel the spinal processes over here. The intervertebral space is there. If the patient is not feeling pain, so there is no tenderness, If there is some tenderness on the spine, this is indicative of some underlying pathology or inflammation. We can do like that also on the spine with the right hand to know about any deformity or inflammation or any underlying pathology. The patient is not feeling pain, it means there is no underlying pathology. Last test which we will do is the femoral nerve stress test. So for femoral nerve stress test, we will flex the, ये हो जाएगी flex आपकी? नहीं. Okay. इस लेग को हम फ्लेक्स करेंगे और इसको यहाँ पर हाथ रख के हम इसको ऊपर की तरफ उठाएंगे. So femoral nerve will be stretched and this will indicative of L2 L3 pathology. If femoral nerve stress test will be positive, then L2 L3 pathology will be there, and the patient is not feeling pain, so it means femoral nerve stress test is a normal. So this is a femoral nerve stress test. So we have learned about the SLR, Gensland test, and Fabus test, pump handle test, and femoral nerve test. So these are the simple tests that we can do during spinal examination and just local tenderness. One thing I want to also tell you, if there is an inflammation on the paraspinous, if there is some inflammation on the paraspinous or bulging of the paraspinous muscle, this is indicative of facet joint arthropathy or some disc prolapse also.